It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's a paper and plastic show.
In brightest day and darkest night.
It's a paper and plastic show.
It's a paper and plastic show. Greetings from Earth 1175. Welcome to the Paper and Plastic Show. I'm your host, Multiverse D.
And I'm Marv.
And we're here today to open up Todd McFarlane's DC Multiverse animated series Superman and Green Lantern.
Ooh.
So these are really nice figures. They're just coming out. For reference here, I had previously opened up on my own the Batman animated series figure here. So maybe we'll take a look at him first a little bit. What do you think about him, Marv?
He looks good. He looks like a cartoon.
He does. He looks pretty faithful to the cartoon. The sculpt I think is slightly different. The one complaint I have about these figures, he's pretty posable. He's got a lot of movement. Good sculpt right there. That's a nice profile. These figures are really top heavy and they don't stand very well. So I'm kind of using this stand here to kind of prop him up, just so he stands a little bit, so you can kind of look at him. Other than that, great figure. You know, really has the color scheme of the animated series. I'm gonna move it up a little bit. There you go.
And something I found interesting about it, it makes creak when you move it. Like it's like.
Yeah, it does, the figure. And then for another reference point, this is a McFarlane Superman, and this is like your classic standard Superman. You know, very much what you would expect to see Superman. He's another great figure here. Good sculpt. Very representational of what you would expect from Superman. What do you think, Arf?
Good. He looks like classic old Superman.
Mm-hmm.
He's just supposed to be fun.
He's just supposed to be kind of like your regular Superman that you would see in the comics.
Yeah, and something I noticed is that like they're multiverse, so they come from different dimensions.
Yeah, and I think that's a great marketing tool, is that they can kind of tap into any version of these characters. Again, he's not really easy to stand. He doesn't want to stand on that base, so I'm just going to put him down for right now. So which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start with Green Lantern, or do you want to start with Superman?
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern? Okay.
And on the back, they have artwork of the figure.
They do. And I've actually been cutting this artwork out and saving it, kind of like a card. And it does come with a card inside, like a little collectible card. Okay, let's open this guy up. So this is Green Lantern from the Justice League animated series. And this is the John Stewart Green Lantern.
Yeah, because now Jordan looks different.
So let's open up this package here. It looks pretty cool. I love the clear plastic too. Like, it looks really sharp.
He has a machine gun?
Yeah, isn't that neat? Okay, let's get this guy out. So very, very sharp figure. Good sculpt. Really represents, I would say, how he looked on the cartoon. Do you want to hold him while I get the pieces out?
Yeah. Oh, you're Green Lantern. Who are you from? I'm from the Batman animation. Who are you from? I'm classic Superman. Well, I guess we're all from different universes. So let's be friends.
So this here, looks like this would go on his ring. Can I see him?
His ring's right there.
So maybe this is a part of this. Let's see.
The machine gun looks like something from Fortnite.
It does. Looks pretty cool. trying to think where this would go. I'll have to take a look. But very cool. So let's see here. We got his base. Here, just to help him stand up. Although, like I was saying with Batman, these figures are really top heavy, so they don't want to stand really well. So they have these little skinny legs and these big wide shoulders. So it has a cool look, but they're kind of a challenge to stand. And then this here is like a collector card. Gives you some information about the character on the back. It's pretty cool.
I'll probably read that later.
Yeah. So now let's take a look at the Superman. Move him off to the side. Let's take a look at Superman here.
Do you know who did this artwork on the card?
Who did the artwork? Well, that looks like it's the style, I would say, of Bruce Timm. So he did the character designs for the show. And I believe that's his artwork right there. It's a very good question. So here's Superman here. And let's open him up real quick. Ooh, this is very cool. Very neat figure. Looks very reminiscent of the show. It's got some kind of sideburns there. Kind of like 70s Superman. You want to take a look at him?
Yeah.
I'll get some of his accessories out.
What's a sideburn?
Sideburns is like when you grow your hair right here. Kind of, you have a little bit of it. Sideburn there going. So it's like he has a piece of steel that he's all bent. It comes out with some swap out hands here. Those are always fun.
He's flying.
And then he didn't come with the base, but the classic Superman here comes with this pretty cool base here that you can kind of position the figures in like a flying pose on. Let's see if we can do that with Superman here. So it looks like he is ready for action.
Yeah, and he's happy too.
He is. So I'll open up some of these other accessories here. Again, he comes with this trading card, Bruce Timm style. And another basic base. And these figures seem to go in very well with the Batman. Definitely fit with that sizing and that style. I hope they do more, you know. So they did a lot of characters on this show. At some point during the Justice League Unlimited show, they did, you know, all the major DC characters. So I would love to see them do more. I know that they're going to do Cyborg from the old Teen Titans cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love them to do all the Titans as well.
Yeah, I want to see Beast Boy.
Yeah. Can you think of? I know you probably haven't seen a lot of these shows, but can you think of a character that you would like to see in this animated style?
I really like to see Aquaman.
Aquaman. Now the Aquaman on the TV show, he was kind of like the '90s style Aquaman. Like he had the hook hand and the long hair.
Hook hand.
In the comic books, in the '90s, Aquaman loses his hand, so he uses like a hook.
I don't know that.
I guess you learn something every day, right?
What about? Is there a Hal Jordan?
Hal Jordan, he wasn't really in the cartoons. They were focusing more on Jon Stewart at the time. But they did have a Green Lantern cartoon in the early 2000s that focused on Hal Jordan, so they could do something for him.
Wait, I remember in episode Teen Titans Go,
Yeah.
they were talking about like Oscars, and then they did a memory of old cartoons that like got canceled, and the Green Lantern cartoon was one of them.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Green Lantern cartoon. It was on Cartoon Network. Maybe about 10 years ago.
I think they were showing the ones that were on Cartoon Network, and there was all the old Titans on there too.
Yeah, the old Titans show.
Mhm.
Yeah, they used to do a lot more with like the adventure style cartoons. They had a new Batman one. They had Green Lantern. They did Young Justice. Those were all great shows. Young Justice has kind of been resurrected on DC Universe, and now it's going over to HBO Max.
Yeah, DC Universe is going away.
It is. So sadly, DC Universe is ending the end of next month. But some of those shows are going to live on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, very cool figures. I'm having a hard time getting the stand. Maybe I'll swap them out for Batman here. Take a break, Batman.
But Batman
Never rests, never sleeps.
Yeah.
Well, at some point he's human and he has to take a bat nap. Maybe he hangs upside down like in the movie, like this. Well, that'll do it for another episode of the Paper and Plastic Show. Thank you for joining us. 2 great figures here. Superman animated series and John Stewart Green Lantern animated series. And I got his little accessories on here. Very cool machine gun. And it looks like this is a scope.
He can boom 100% accuracy.
Yes. So thanks again. Have a great day.